Alright, so yesterday I made a video on all of the things that happened at CoD NEXT and my base opinion, and basically today I want to talk about the actual event itself, the CoD NEXT event, because it was really shambolic compared to what it should have been. And I'm just going to cover a few things, and again, I was watching this live with Tank, and we both said the same thing. First thing is, look, the CoD casters like Miles and Puckett and stuff, I've always liked Puckett, I always thought Miles is a good caster as well, but you can tell clear as day that they're getting paid to do it, and they have no idea and no interest, because they're getting told what to say. And I said this to when Miles was talking, he literally was like a robot. There was no passion, no emotion. He was like, yeah, I can't wait to play. I mean, yeah, it was pretty clear cut that the acting was really bad. And they sort of were just... Here's the funniest part, right? We kept getting told, oh no, but it's really fun. When someone tells you 50,000 friggin' times that it's fun, you've got a concern, because technically, you shouldn't have to tell someone it's fun for them to think it's fun. But they just keep saying, no, it's fun, it's really fun, it's awesome, it's cool, it's fun. And I'm like, dude, the fact that you're telling me this makes me feel the complete opposite, and everyone should understand that. If someone's telling you something's fun, it usually isn't. So, that was the first part. Second of all, not to be that guy, but like, who on earth were getting invited to this event? I know exactly who the kind of people they were. They were inviting people who wouldn't badmouth the game, who would just take it up the arse, basically, and say, yeah, I won't give you bad reviews, I won't say shit, but I get paid for it, so do it. Because there were some people who have way less views than the average person, even less than me, and people who are of a smaller caliber, and I'd never heard of any of them, and it's like, who, I'm sure they're, like, nice people and that, but they were boring, they were not entertaining at all. I mean, one of the funniest parts is, I watched a bit of Blame Truth last night, and he has no idea who Methods is, who's in here from the CDL, and from, like, obviously the old COD stuff, and I grew up watching him, and he's basically my age, and, it's funny watching Zinni turn around and say, I don't know what I can say, but,
So far, are you loving it?
Yeah, I am loving it. I'm not sure what we're allowed to say, but they showed us a lot of cool stuff that I think everyone should be really excited for. Like, for me, maps is the most important, and so far I'm loving what I'm seeing. The M8's a ton of fun to use, right? Very nostalgic, and I feel like it's actually very well balanced.
It's funny that people have their hands tied. You can't take it. I said this yesterday in my video. You can't take it at face value what they say at the events, because they're getting paid to do so. Even if they hate the game, they can't sit there and directly say, I hate the game. The only person that could probably get away with it is Scump. And even then, he'd still probably have a bit of backlash. But because he's how powerful he is with the following he has and stuff, and because what he's done for COD, he's probably the only person that has that kind of leniency. So, but still, he never said that. But yeah, it was just kind of funny that the things they were saying, and obviously they were hiring people to go and do it who clearly weren't that big. There was no Tim the Top Man, no Nick Merckx, no Mr. Rothwaffles, who he declined the actual invitation because of the whole blacklisting thing that happened years ago, which I don't blame him at all, completely agree. That it's just, you know, he got hundreds of millions of views over zombies and stuff over the last like few years, and he's more valuable to them than they are to him, so completely agree with him. And yeah, don't at all think that it would have benefited him at all going there. So yeah, but one of the funnier things that just again, it sums up Activision's practices honestly beyond repair, and they were hitting us with bastard ads during the stream. And it's like, so it's Miles talking, and I'll just play some on the screen, but...
The official CPU and GPU part, they're the wins. Embody gaming colorways and open beta. You're invited to the Little Caesars.
Like, just them talking about the ads, like, check this out, check that out, check this out, and it's just like a 30-second pick thing of different sponsors. And it's like, you're there to sell your game, not sell me on a fucking gaming chair and loads of other shit. Like, what, like, dude, it's insane to me that Activision is still this stupid. They're still this naive and stupid to neglect and just ruin what they have. But that's not even the tip of the iceberg, right? Here's the best part. As I said the other day, the Battlefield 6 trailer crucified COD. Now, you could have a bit of banter with it, and, you know, they could fire back and say, you know, I don't know if you ever saw that Coca-Cola and Pepsi thing, where it was a Coke thing, saying something about Pepsi, then Pepsi came back with a Pepsi can wearing a Coke cape, a Coca-Cola cape, saying, something about your heroes come out at night or something, or dressed up, basically taking the piss. And it was funny. And both companies gained PR off it, and it did well. And Battlefield have done that. COD have done nothing. Never announced anything about the Battlefield 6 trailer. They never announced anything about COD because they're terrified, absolutely petrified of Battlefield because of how much traction it's got and the likes it's got. You physically couldn't type Battlefield 6 in the chat, or you got banned, apparently. That's how paranoid they are. It's funny. It's really funny. It's really funny that Battlefield 6 are not even trying to do that. And they're blowing out the water. They're blowing them out the water completely. I've said this for a few days now, maybe even a week or a month. I don't know. Since I first saw the beta of Battlefield 6, Battlefield are not trying nowhere near as hard to push the narrative. And everyone's already on their side, 100%. The amount of comments I saw saying, yeah, let me get in the in Battlefield 6. This made me pre-order Battlefield 6. Can't wait to play the real game, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I don't blame them. It's funny, but also the amount of Arabic chat like text that was just clear as day if you read some of the text that was bots in the chat to make the viewers look better was ridiculous. I mean, literal, they couldn't spell, they couldn't type, they couldn't talk, and it was the most like generic chat GPT fucking text lines you'll ever read. So, yeah, the event itself, I mean, they didn't really show anything new. They didn't address any issues. They didn't sit there and mention anything about skill-based matchmaking, obviously, because it doesn't exist to them. Like, the issue, I mean, the problem. On top of that, they never said anything about disbanding lobbies or non-disbanding lobbies or anything. They just, yeah, they're in such a delusional fucking state. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I actually was talking to Tang about this last night, saying, oh, well, wouldn't you do it? I was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, if the Activision text you or emailed you and paid you to go, I was like, no, bro, I will never accept payment to not speak my mind. I'm not going to sit there, especially if people go out their way to watch me and get my honest opinion, so it can, like, if it influences them or whatever you want to call it, then no, I'm never going to sit there and fucking lie and give myself away to money. Like, what the hell? I couldn't do it because I'd be getting fucking fined and sacked within an hour of calling them out on the horse shit. It's the main menu was the first thing. I boot the game up and the main menu's the same for 6 years. Fucking useless. Mental. Like I said, the gameplay looks good. Like, some of the stuff looks good, but everything outside of the very basic things is fucking embarrassing. Like, I'm ashamed to say that I competed for 11 years. I'm ashamed that I kept competing on this shit. You know, like, the game last year, like Black Ops 6 this year, whatever, dog shit. Modern Warfare 2, dog shit. Vanguard, dog shit. 2019, dog shit. Modern Warfare 3 last year wasn't too bad. Cold War wasn't too bad. The rest, horse shit. Like, they need to understand, Battlefield is not going down without a fight, and Battlefield's come back ready to absolutely whoop their ass, and I really hope they do. I really hope at launch Battlefield, I mean, first off, it's not even worked, because the pre-orders for Battlefield 6 are way higher than COD Black Ops 7. Battlefield 6 is 3rd and 4th on, I think, PlayStation or something, and, like, 3rd on Steam, and COD's, like, 30th or something on Steam, and, like, 10th on PS or whatever Xbox, and it just shows, like, when you constantly give us shit to eat, we eventually going to go, I don't want that shit, it's awful, get rid of it. Battlefield have said, you know what, we fucked up, we give you 2042, it's kind of arse, we're going to fix all the issues, be really transparent, be honest with you, I'm also going to take a shot at these pricks and give you some competition. And COD have shit the pants and said, wipe me ass for us, please. And they don't have a clue, they're petrified. Meanwhile, Battlefield had just stood there, massive cock and all, ready to go for it, so good on them. I'm looking forward to it. I will be playing the beta of Black Ops 7, obviously. I want to feel it for myself, and I, as I said yesterday, I recommend everyone does that. Don't make any decisions. Go and do it yourself, and see how you find it on your own terms. Because listening to me or anyone else is not going to be an accurate representation. You'll think, oh, thank you for the info, I'm not going to play it now. I don't recommend that. Yes, you'll have the info going in, but at least go and play it yourself and see how you find it, because you never know, you might really enjoy it, you might really hate it, whatever. But all I'll say that I want everyone to do is not buy it. If you're going to play it, go play it on fucking Game Pass. Do not spend $70 on one fucking game of COD that is literally designed to make you play worse. Go on and play Battlefield, go buy Battlefield, I'll be buying Battlefield 100%. So, go and enjoy that, but please, for the love of God, go and get your own experience and then go from there. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. So, in conclusion, yeah, the CoD NEXT event was a total flop, in my opinion. The lack of interest was ridiculous. A lot of the big names that were there that made these events really good weren't there. I mean, obviously, Scump was there. That's who I watch. Hex, all the Optic Boys, I watch them religiously. You know, so that's fine. But yeah, it was just kind of busted with the bots and the fact you couldn't type Battlefield, all this stuff, all the ads, everything. So, yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys thought of CoD NEXT if you saw it. If you haven't, I don't recommend you go check it out. Just take it at face value and listen to what we've all said, because it's not worth the watch, honestly. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to drop a like and a sub if you're new as always. It helps out a ton. And I'll catch you in the next one.